Good evening, everyone. My name is Councilman Kenneth Whittington at large. Today, I am joined by fellow at large Councilman Darian Washington. Just a couple items on the agenda today. Number one, CPO 2025-26, an ordinance approving 2025 operating budget and new fund for the Community Development Supplemental for the City of Gary, sponsored by Mayor Eddie Melton, City of Gary, and Salita Green, City Controller. You may take the floor.
Good evening, Council. CPO 2025-26 is just an ordinance approving 2025 operating budget and new fund for community development supplemental. We're requesting to change the name of the Dormant and Coding Center Fund to Community Development Supplemental Fund. The Code Enforcement Department in this fund will pay for supplies, uniforms, and other code enforcement operating expenses. The total budget is $100,000. The Community Development Miscellaneous Department will pay for Consolidated Plan and Action Plan, CAPER, HUD, Annual Report, and other related expenses not covered by the HUD grant. This total budget is $800,000. And if you have any questions, I have Adrian and Latria available.
Just one question. I take it the increase for budget for code enforcement is due to the recent hirings, increased staff. So,
Yes.
Thank you. Just wanted to, for the community at home that's watching on video, just want to reiterate that we have had more hirings when it came to code enforcement.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you. You have any questions, Councilman Washington?
Yeah, can you get a public a breakdown of how many total code enforcement officers you have right now?
Right now, he has a total of 8.
And how do they operate? Do they operate a certain amount per district?
So, as I was told, that's the way that it was already set up. So he kind of just set it there, and then when they do like blitz of certain areas, they all work together.
Okay. Let me ask you, because my goal is to be able to get more, and so we're going to be trying to figure out between now and the next budget to get more code enforcement officers. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of dumping going on people's property, and they unfairly get tagged for it. And I have a real affinity for code enforcement and the work that you all do, and especially how overworked you are. So my hope is, and I look at Gary, Councilman, like 6 districts. I would ideally like to have at least 5 code enforcement officers for each of the 6 districts eventually one day. So one of my goals is to try to find the money to get that, to sustain that, because even at 8, you're overworked and overburdened. So thank you for the job that you all do out there, trying to prevent things from happening. Thank you, Councilman.
Thank you. Any other public comment?
No.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Moving on to CPL 2025-27, an ordinance approving revisions to the City of Gary's local roads and streets, and MVH restricted 2025 operating budgets, and established 2025 appropriations for the Community Crossing Grant Fund for the City of Gary, sponsored by Mayor Eddie Melton, City of Gary, and Salita Green, City Controller.
Okay, Council. In regards to CPO 2025-27, the MVH further restricted fund is transferring appropriations from other capital outlay to grants and subsidies of $500,000 for a total of 1.5. The 1.5 will be transferred to Community Crossing Grant to match the 1.5 grant to be received from NERC for paving. The Community Crossing is establishing a budget for $3,075,000, revised from the original for the 1.5. Okay, the line items that will be changed will be the salary line items for $33,213, street and sewer for $461,101, leases for $686. This total is $495,000. We're transferring $435,000 to machinery and equipment and other materials for $60,000, which they both come out to $495,000. And I do have the department here to speak on any questions you may have.
Yes, thank you so much. Just for the constituents at home, could we get a little bit of detail in regards to what this grant actually does and what the overall goal for the allocation of these funds would lead to?
Hello, Council. William Allen, City Engineer. For the Community Crossings Grant, this is just an opportunity for us to improve our infrastructure throughout the city. Every year we use it to repave streets. This year, actually last year as well, there's a $3 million total opportunity, half of which is the grant, half of which we match. And this year, we would just want to apply and conduct the same program.
So with that, in order to utilize the full potential with our match and the capital which we'll stake ourselves, do we have a target focus or an initiative or plan to show what the scope of work we're looking to accomplish or what that would look like if we were to get allocation of all those funds?
We do have our PASER that was completed last year. So based upon our PASER, we identify streets that are in immediate need. The streets that we like to focus on are the mill and paves rather than the reconstructions, just because it's more cost effective to do the mill and paves. And with the reconstructions, it takes additional design, time, and funding. But to answer your other part of the question, we are developing a 10-year plan in order to conduct a total renovation of our pavement assets as well as sidewalk improvement efforts.
Do we have a timeline in which we can expect that 10-year plan to be solidified?
It will be this year. I want to say in a few months. But I don't have an exact date for you. But for sure, this year we want to be able to have that plan developed and then shared with the council and the public.
No, I appreciate that. Just for the constituents that are concerned with the safety of their vehicles, traveling down certain roads and seeing certain lights down. Prime example, I want to shed light on, I want to say that's Broadway and 25th.
Broadway and 25th?
Yeah, situations like that, to fix those issues, is this where that money comes from, just to clarify?
This money will only be used on local roads.
Okay.
So no state roads.
And Broadway is a state road.
Correct.
Thank you for clarifying that. So for everyone at home that wants to know how we're utilizing this money, Broadway is a state road. So thank you very much.
Of course.
Any questions, Councilman Washington? All right, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Do we have any further public comments? All right, well, at 6:12, Finance Committee meeting is adjourned. Thank you.